So, this weekend we've got a surprisingly good UFC card for a fight night. A lot of people really aren't talking about it though, shockingly. We've got a main event, of course, a Fallout late replacement main event nonetheless. Almeida versus Derek Lewis. See if Derek Lewis can stop that front kick shot. We'll go ahead and just start looking over some of the more anticipated fights on the card. I would say Angela Hill versus Denise Gomes would be one of those. This is probably looking like the end of the top upper echelon of women's strawweight for Angela Hill. Denise Gomes is legit. She just TKO'd Yasmin Howardgi in the first round, UFC 290. Everybody thought Yasmin was going to be like the next big thing at women's strawweight. Put her out within seconds of the first, so not looking good for Angela Hill, who seems to be slowing down. She just got pieced up by Mackenzie Dern in her last fight, which I don't know if that's a good look. Next up, Vitor Petrino, the most natty Brazilian, taking on Modestas Bukauskas. We've got a very grappler versus striker matchup, it looks like. Modestas Bukauskas has shown potential to be solid on the feet. He's pieced up a few people in his run so far. He, of course, got obliterated by Khalil Rountree's sidekick to the leg. But since then, he's on a 4-fight run. Pretty good. Vitor Petrino, though, is just looking like an animal. Dude has insane physicality. He can grapple, he can strike a little bit, even if he is a little bit wild. I think I'm going to go with the favorite on this one. I'm going to go with Vitor Petrino by unanimous decision. Next up, we've got Rinat Fakhretdinov, this monster from Russia, taking on this old man, Alessio Zaleski dos Santos. No disrespect, but Rinat is on the come up. He's destroying everybody. He just sent Kevin Lee packing after he just showed back up. Needless to say, I'm taking Rinat by submission here. Or a TKO. I could see either one. This dude is an absolute monster. I'm going to go ahead and move on to Ismail Bonfim versus Vince Pichel. I'm going with Ismail Bonfim. I'm not even going to talk too much about this fight. Vince Pichel, he's part of the old guard. A little slower, a little stiffer, a little bit more flat-footed. Ismail Bonfim is legit. He's a minus 550 favorite for a reason. I'm taking him by submission. Adolfo Vieira is taking on Arman Petrosyan, and this fight is dead even on the odds right now, and I can see why. Even though Adolfo Vieira, he looked solid in his last fight, he showed a little bit of striking to his game, little newfound striking against... It was against Cody Brundage, though, so you could only take away so much from that. He did not look great in that fight. Arman Petrosyan's looked decent as of late. It's going to be a very well-matched fight on paper. We'll see how this goes. He's coming off a win over Chris Duncan and AJ Dobson. Yeah, well-matched fight. I'm excited to see where both these guys go. I don't think they're going to get anywhere too high in the middleweight division, but it'll be a fun lower-ranked fight nonetheless. Next up, we got Caio Borralho versus Abus Magomedov. This is a super fun fight. Caio Borralho is legit. His jiu-jitsu is solid, striking decent enough. Abus Magomedov is a beast on the feet, even though he's got about a round and a half of gas in the tank. Should be a fun fight, at least for the first round anyway. I do expect Caio to take over after the 1.5 round mark. Probably wins by unanimous decision. We're going to go ahead and skip Rodrigo Nascimento versus Dante Almeida because it is an unranked heavyweight fight. This is a coin toss at this point. Anybody could win this fight. It's going to be a sloppy, unranked heavyweight fight by my best guess. Next up in the co-main event, we've got Gabriel Bonfim versus Nicolas Dalby, and Gabriel Bonfim is a ridiculous favorite. He's minus 725 versus a plus 475 for Nicolas Dalby. And people are running super high on Gabriel Bonfim. Dude is aggressive. Dude seeks for the finish as soon as possible. He's coming off 3 first-round submissions in the UFC since his Contender Series fight. Nicolas Dalby's been on a little bit of a run here as of late. It's nothing too impressive so far. It's been unanimous decision, split decision over Warley Alves, unanimous decision over Muslim Salikov, and the quality of wins just does not look as good on paper against Gabriel Bonfim. Nicolas Dalby's a decent guy. I don't know if he's going to have that danger factor that's going to keep Gabriel Bonfim from doing his usual standard aggressive fight style. So needless to say, I'm going to go Gabriel Bonfim by submission, probably late in the first round. Next up, we've got the main event. Jailton Almeida is taking on Derek Lewis on short-ish notice. We had Curtis Blades fall out a while ago by now, which is very unfortunate. That would have been a really fun fight to see. Test Jailton Almeida's striking out a little bit, assuming that Curtis Blades would have been able to stop the front kick shot that Jailton Almeida has made his signature move at this point. Derek Lewis, I don't know if he's going to be able to stop it. That low double wrapping up the legs and his suffocating top control, where he will eventually find a submission, get you to give up position, slowly unpeel you, find a choke from top position, find a limb submission from top position. It's going to be really hard for these big, slow, sluggish heavyweights to stop somebody as athletic as Jailton Almeida. Derek Lewis, of course, has that giant bomb of a right hand. He's made a trend out of beating a lot of people that he should not on paper be beating. This could be one of those cases, and it is Derek Lewis in the apex. We got to remember that, Apex King. But the chances of Derek Lewis finding that shot just seems very low on paper. We'll see. We did see in the first few seconds at UFC Charlotte, when Jailton Almeida took on Jairzinho Rozenstruik, Jairzinho charged in with a big combination that got dangerously close to landing on Jailton, and we've seen Jailton Almeida get put out before on the feet in his regional fights. Definitely a possibility. I'm going to go Jailton Almeida in this fight, though. Probably about 70% to 30%. Alright, those are my picks for the card. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this. This is the first time I've done an audio analysis of a fight card. I definitely would like to do more of these, get a little bit more comfortable on the microphone. Let me guys know how you like it. Until next time, we'll see if we can do some more recaps like this, stat changes like this. Just make this more of a present theme going forward. Thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate it.